But also, you mentioned Australia before and just explaining things for Australian viewers. I'd love to get your perspective on this here because there's been a lot of controversy this week over the decision by the Albanese Labor government to unilaterally recognize a Palestinian state. Well, Mike Huckabee, the U.S. ambassador to Israel, had this to say about it.
Disappointing and frustrating. Frustrating that there was no communication with the United States. As Israel's closest partner, we would have expected that there would have been some heads up. There wasn't. This was done unilaterally.
And Mick, Huckabee said that this had been noticed at every level of the White House, including at Donald Trump's level. This cannot help Australia's position when it comes to the two big issues that we have here, which are number one, the AUKUS Treaty, and number two, trade.
No, it doesn't help with anything. It hurts on every single level. The recognition itself is bad enough because I know that Albanese is going to be one of those world leaders who says, oh, my goodness, when Trump goes to Alaska tomorrow, he can't reward Russia for their aggressive behavior. Yet, of course, Albanese is now among a growing list of world leaders who are doing exactly that with Hamas, rewarding them for what they did on October 7th of 2 years ago. So that's bad enough. To do it without the basic courtesy of just a heads up that's a real thumb in the eye. That's how many times have we talked in this program about things that the American government has done? It doesn't look like the type of thing that we should do to our friends. This is one of the things the Australian government is doing to its friends that makes absolutely no sense to me. Is it going to carry over into other areas? Absolutely it is, and it should.
Unbelievable. Hey, Nick, just one more thing before I let you go here. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, we've seen him around as one of the big Trump foes. Well, now he's leaving the door open to a potential 2028 run. He went on Meet the Press on Sunday, and he defended Illinois' bizarre congressional districts, which seem to favor the Democrats quite a bit. But he also said that he would be up for a fight in 2028. How do you rate JB's stance here as a 2028 contender?
Every time I see pictures of Governor Pritzker, all I can think of is Chris Christie, who's a friend of mine. But guys who are 5'8" and 300 pounds don't get elected president of the United States. They just don't. I mean, that's not how it happens. Does he want to run for president? Sure. Is he going to run for president? Sure. Does he have a chance? I don't think so. What is he selling? What has he got that it's sort of like, what would Mitt Romney offer to a Republican primary right now? Not much. What does Pritzker offer to a Democrat primary? Not much. Gavin Newsom has sort of grabbed that mantle as the leading anti-Trump voice. And there's going to be others to try and do that. There's going to be folks from various minority communities, and the Democrat Party is still an identity politics party. They're going to have a woman or an African American or a gay person on the ticket. They're just going to have to. And Pritzker doesn't check any of those boxes. So look, is he going to run? Yeah. Does he have a lot of money? Yeah. Does he have more money than sense? Probably. You can't stop people from running in this country. But I don't think it's going to do very well.
All right, so the verdict is we're going to leave the William Taft bathtub in storage there at the White House. Mick Mulvaney, thanks so much for all your time, as always, and we'll see you very soon here on the U.S. Report.